Assalamualaikum class, welcome you all in the series of perimeter, area and volume. So this is a new lesson of this series. Here it's me Shahbaz Hussain. Moving on, we've just explained the width. What is we call width? Width is basically the a side, or we can say that a height of the figure, how the figure is wide, how the figure is thick, how the figure is heighted. This is called width. And the next one is the length, the measure of the distance across a figure. So if you say that the length is about 5 inches, 6 inches, so we can say that this is a length. How far, how long is the figure is, so this is called length. Next, moving on, first we have to find the example area of the rectangle. So this lesson is basically based on the area of the composite figures, so for the composite figure we have to find some basic areas of the figures, just like rectangle, square. So area of rectangle is basically length into width. So if you say the length of the figure is 20 centimeter and the width of the figure is 12 centimeters, so length into width means 20 multiplied by 12 becomes 240 centimeters square. So this is the simple formula to find the area of the rectangle, length multiplied by width. Next, moving on, area of the square. Area of square is basically, square is a figure which have all sides same, all side equal. So if a side of a square is 6 feet, so we can say that 6 multiplied by 6, or 6 square is equals to 36. So this is the formula of area of square, which is equals to s square, or side multiplied with side, because each side of the square is same. So the value we are going to put in the formula is same, 6 multiplied by 6, which will become 36 feet square. Next, moving on, the whole class for questions. This is question number 1. These are the figures of composite figures. Say we can say that the two rectangles are attached with each other. So we break two rectangles into two parts, the whole figure into two rectangles. This is a bigger one rectangle, smaller one rectangle. So first we have to find the area of the bigger one rectangle, which we can say that the length of the bigger rectangle is 5 centimeter and the width is 9 centimeter. So area of this rectangle is 45 centimeter square. Next, the smaller one, the measurements are 5 and 4. So we can say that area of the smaller one is 20 centimeter square. Now there are two areas of different size, so we can add on just, and we got the answer 65 centimeter square. So when we got the composite figures area, we have to break the composite figure into two or three figures, and we will find separately by step to find the areas of each bracket figure. So we got the answer, which is 65 centimeters square. Next, question number 2 is same as two rectangles are attached with each other. This is the upper one, smaller rectangle, and the lower one is a bigger rectangle. So first we have to find the smaller one rectangle, which is 5 into 2. The whole width is 11 and this width is 5. So the remaining one is 6. So 5 into 2 is becomes 10 centimeter square, and the area of the this bigger rectangle, which is basically, you can see that this is a square. Square is, the two sides are same, 6 and 6. This side is 6 and this will also be 6. So this becomes 36 centimeter square. Now we are going to add on both the areas, which becomes 46 centimeter square. So the total area of this figure is 46 centimeter square. Next, question number 3 is, here we have like a rectangle which have a empty space in the center. So we have to find the area of the green shaded figure. So we have to break this figure into three parts. This is a part number 1, part number 2 and part number 3. There are three separate rectangles. So first we have to find the left one, the first one rectangle, which is, we have the measurements are 4 centimeter and 7 centimeter. So the area becomes 28 centimeter square. Next, the central rectangle, which we have the measurements are 4 centimeter, and this is about 4 centimeter. This is 4 centimeter because total is 7. Here it is 3 centimeter and the remaining one is 4 centimeter. So 4 into 4, which is 16 centimeter square. So the two values are same. So there we can call it as a square. The central figure is a square. Now we are going to find the right side of the triangle rectangle. So this is the measurements are 3 centimeter and 7 centimeter, which becomes 21 centimeter square. Now adding on these three values, 28 plus 16 plus 21, becomes 65 centimeter square. So this is the area of this composite figure. If you have this like figure, you can just break into 2 or 3 parts, you got the answer. Next, moving on, question number 4. Question number 4, he said that find the shaded area. Find the shaded area. So we have to find first the whole figure area, which becomes, the measurements are 7 centimeter and 11 centimeter. When we multiply these two measurements 7 and 11, we got the total area of this figure. Total area of this figure is 77. Now we have to subtract this one, because we don't need this empty space. We don't need this empty space in this shaded one. So we are going to find this empty space figure area, which is a rectangle. We have the measurements 3 and 4. So it becomes 12 centimeter square. Now we are going to calculate the actual area of the shaded. Now we subtract both of the areas, the shaded one and the whole one and the empty one, the white one. So 77 minus 12 is 65 centimeter square. So this is the area of the shaded 65 centimeter square. If you see that in the previous figure, in the previous question, this is also 65 centimeter square. Next, moving on to the homework questions. So these are the classwork questions. You can see that these are questions which are based on the composite figures. 2 figures or 3 figures are attached with each other to make a complete figure. So this question number 4 is basically the shaded one. You have to find the area of the shaded region. Next, moving on, the homework question. Question number 1 is a composite figure. You have to break from this figure from this side. So you can calculate this one, figure 1 and 2. You can add on and you got the answer. Question number 1 and question number 2, you have to break this figure into 3 parts, upper, central and lower. So when we are going to calculate the rectangle area of the rectangles and adding on, you got the answer. This is the question number 2, and the question number 3 is also a composite figure. There is a multiple choice. You can break from this side or this side, or you can break from this side and this side. So it up to you how to find you the area of this composite figure. It is basically the checking of your skills how to calculate the, and the question number 4 is, he says that find the area of the shaded region. So first you have to find the whole area and then you have to find the unshaded. Then you subtract each both of the areas, you got the answer. So this one is the unshaded, which the measurements is 4 and 2. So I hope you will understand this one topic. Be conscious about the homework. Submit the homeworks on the times. Thanks for watching. Allah Hafiz.